reading brainwaves. You are of low intelligence.
We are back with another new Who. Dalek in Manhattan, or Daleks in Manhattan, was a wild ride. The Daleks are back so soon, and they have plans upon plans. The Cult of Skaro is pretty, intense. They are... I think they're really showing us with the Cult of Skaro the true Dalek. I don't know. I feel like the Daleks we've seen so far have been really intense and wild, but Cult of Skaro takes it to the level of Emperor Dalek. Spending more time with Emperor Dalek, you get to see the how really truly devious and sinister they are, and it's not just about winning a battle here and there or a particular intention here. It's a really vast idea, you know what I mean? It's pretty, domination in every sense of the word. So this hybrid human Dalek, I mean, sorry to that man the guy who got taken. I mean, he wasn't a great person, but to be the first one to be hybrid with a Dalek like this, bye. We're not doing that. So yeah, I mean, if the Doctor really wants to teach the Dalek a lesson, I'd be like, yeah, human beings have other emotions, other things going on. Show the Dalek the fast food of New York City. Literally, we are so stimulated by a lot of different things, and the Daleks don't have that problem, but now they do. I think they might. So I think use that as an advantage. I would be like, come, let me show you some interesting. They don't have Netflix and stuff, streaming, but they have TVs. Just show them TV. I'm like, TV, it's so fun. Yes, and they're like, next thing they're watching reality shows, and they're like, if they had them at the time. Imagine the Dalek totally they just lose track of what they're doing because they just lean into the human side of things, which is just, we can be messy at times. We can be unfocused to our goals. So they should lean into that part a little bit with the Dalek. Easily defeated. But yeah, it's about to be wild. I don't know what this next episode is called right now. And honestly, it'd be funny if it's called Daleks Still in Manhattan. That would be funny. But yeah, let's see how this goes down and how they're dispatched, or if they escape, sent back to the void. I don't know, but it seems like if they're all going to be become hybrid, then we have to take them down. We cannot survive this, or it's doom for all of us. As always, the following watch-alongs, the early access episodes, and bonus content will be on the Patreon, so please check out the Patreon and support if you can. Much appreciated. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, engage in any way you can. It really does help the channel. You don't want the Daleks to come for you, because they're looking for more bodies. Okay, so like and subscribe. Well, it is that time. Let's go.
This human is our best option.
Best? Really? Oh! Human Dalek with the eye. It looks like Brainiac. David Tennant. Evolution of the Daleks by Helen Rayner. Okay. They are spelling it out for you in these titles.
These humans will become like me.
Okay.
Prepare them for hybridization.
Ooh. The suit makes it look even wilder. Wilder, is that a word?
What is that sound?
Well, now,
Music?
that would be me.
Doctor.
The enemy of the Daleks. Exterminate!
Wait!
Well then, a new form of Dalek.
It's gonna start tap dancing or something.
I'm very clever.
Yeah.
How did you end up in 1930?
Emergency temporal shift.
Temporal shift. Right.
That must have roasted up your power cells, yeah?
But what does it feel like?
Right.
You can talk to me, Dalek Sec. You've got a name and a mind of your own. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
I feel humanity, aggression, hate war. Such a genius for war.
That's not what humanity means.
I think it does.
Sheesh.
This species is so very Dalek.
All right, so what have you achieved then with this final experiment, eh? Nothing!
Oh, with music, you can dance to it,
Feel.
fall in love to it.
Oh.
Unless you're a Dalek, of course. Then it's all just noise.
Yeah, change that frequency. Protect the hybrid. Yo, they jumped into protection mode.
Pain like no Dalek has felt for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Find him! Find him!
Wow. So they call him the hybrid. They need a new name for this hybrid. Dalek human? Duman? Dayuman? Humanek? Humalek? Humalex. But they probably want their name to go first, so it has to be Da. Trust and believe. This music, so epic. It's very big band.
Come on!
I love it.
Return to base. What is your opinion of Dalek Sec? We were created to follow him.
Water cooler, I love it.
Have doubts.
Mutiny! Yes!
Affirmative.
I love how he looked back. He's like, yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, I'm telling you right now.
They sound like the stuff of nightmares.
Not the Daleks gossiping.
Just get out of New York.
There's got to be a way to reason with these things.
It's not a chance.
You ain't seen them, boss.
Right now, they're vulnerable. That makes them more dangerous than ever.
Ooh, he knows. Oh, here we go. They're here.
It started.
Yeah, it's hectic. Oh! Oh! Oh, snatched.
They can't take all of us!
Watch.
Oh, Martha, they're just the foot soldiers.
They're flying. Levitate. Oh, they're flying. Can the hybrid fly? Oh, here we go. Yo. They can kill everybody right now.
We'll see about that! Visual contact.
Oh.
Commence.
Commence.
There's more than one of them.
Yo. Get out of there. Get out of there at this point. We're just destroying the living quarters. This is just classic Daleks. Destruction, annihilation.
Leave them alone! They've done nothing to you!
We have located the Doctor.
He wants the Doctor alive.
No!
Solomon, stay back!
I'm addressing the Daleks, is that right? Humanity, for all their faults, they have such courage. You're outcast too!
Solomon, don't.
Doctor, this is my township. You will respect my authority.
He's interested. You can't work together with Daleks. Maybe the hybrid.
Prince, that God's universe is 1,000 times the size I thought it was. Surely it's got to give me hope. Maybe together we
Together.
can make a better tomorrow.
Preach.
Any compassion in your hearts,
Compassion.
then you'll meet with us and stop this fight.
Oh. Daleks, do they have
Well-
any sense of compassion?
What do you say?
Yo. Oh. He didn't ask for that. The hybrid didn't ask for that though.
Daleks.
Daleks.
Alright, so it's my turn! Kill me if it'll stop you attacking these people!
I will be the destroyer of our greatest enemy.
Do it! Just do it!
Exterminate.
Stop! I command. Stop!
I do not understand. It is the Doctor.
Want him alive.
The urge to kill is too strong.
The Doctor must live, and you will obey me.
I obey.
No one.
Bring him to me.
You can't go.
I've got to go. The Daleks just change their minds. Daleks never
happens.
change their minds.
If I come with you, you spare the lives of everyone here!
Obey the doctor.
Humans will be spared.
Never been said before by the Dalek.
And I'm coming with you.
Martha, stay here. Do what you do best. People are hurt. You can help them.
True. Facts. Yo, this is intense, is what it is.
Can I just say, thank you very much.
Oh, is that his goodbye? J-Man, just in case. Oh, Martha. Oh, okay. Psychic paper. You gotta communicate. I don't think she knows about it, though.
Why?
He's a genius, and we can use him.
Daleks don't understand anything the hybrid is doing, but it's like, isn't that why you created the hybrid? To make different decisions than you normally do?
Doctor gave me this. He must want me to go somewhere, but
Or to
what am I
communicate?
supposed to do?
It'll come to you, Martha. It always does.
Those people were defenseless! But no, that wasn't enough for you. You had to start killing!
The deaths were wrong.
I'm sorry?
Their leader, Solomon, he showed courage.
And that's good?
That's excellent.
Ooh.
Is it me, or are you just becoming a little bit more human?
The last of your kind, and now I,
The first.
the first of mine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me for?
Learn.
We
Teach.
tried everything to survive. In this ignorant age,
Ignorant age. Okay, drag us.
what is the greatest resource of this planet?
People.
It's people.
Our minds. Oh, Empire State Building. Someone pooled our energies, Oh. What in the Bride of Frankenstein? Ooh, that's large. And in charge.
We stole human beings for our purpose. Look inside.
No, I won't. What's about to be the Babadook in there? I will keep it closed. Oh!
This
Right.
is the true extent.
Do I know?
Near death, with his mind wiped, ready to be filled with new ideas.
Dalek ideas.
The human Dalek race.
All of these people, how many?
That's all people?
We have caverns beyond this, storing more than 1,000.
1,000.
That's gonna take a hell of a lot of power. This planet hasn't even split the atom yet. How are you gonna do it?
That's what they put the Empire State Building. They're going to siphon energy from somewhere. Or from the air somehow, elements.
Down in the sewers. The Daleks mentioned this energy conductor. Maybe like a lightning conductor or Dalekanium. Oh, they said the Dalekanium was in place.
Dalekanium. Come on, Martha, use those smarts. Yes, you will.
We needed an energy conductor. My altered DNA was to be administered to each human body. A strong enough blast of gamma radiation can splice the Dalek and human genetic codes.
Gamma
Daleks.
radiation, what do you...
Oh, the Hulk.
Oh, the sun. You're using the sun.
The sun.
The greatest solar flare for 1,000 years will hit the Earth. Gamma radiation will be drawn to the energy conductor, and when it strikes,
The army waits.
pure Dalek, intelligent, but emotionless.
Removing the emotions makes you stronger. That's what your creator thought all those years ago.
And here we go.
He was wrong.
He was what?
Wow. Wow. They don't like that.
Also, the heart.
They don't like that.
That is incorrect. Daleks are supreme.
No,
But that is our purpose.
then our purpose is wrong. Where has our quest for supremacy led us?
Yo.
To this.
So you want to change everything that makes a Dalek a Dalek?
This is wild. Unprecedented. It's kind of wild, like the Daleks admitting that. And well, this one.
I want to change the gene sequence.
To make them even more human.
Humans are the great survivors.
There's no way this lot are going to let you do it.
Right.
am the leader.
Oh, and that's enough for you, is it?
Daleks must follow orders. Dalek Sec commands, we obey.
Lies. I saw you gossiping.
If you don't help me, nothing will change.
There's no room on Earth for another race of people.
You have your TARDIS. Take us, find us a new home.
When's that solar flare?
11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Right then.
Let's get to work.
Better get to work.
Oh! Doctor helping the Daleks. No! But honestly, like, for humanity's sake, and it's also a humane thing to do for them, to end this struggle all these years. So maybe the Doctor has a plan up his sleeve, a trick.
They must change something last minute.
You mean the Daleks changed something?
That's the panels up on the... So I guess like they will be the ones to interrupt this plan. But does the Doctor really want it to be interrupted? He just wants to go along with it until the time, like, I don't know. Chromatin.
These pig slaves, what happens to them in the grand plan?
Nothing. Their lifespan is limited. Beyond a few weeks.
Oh. Yo, those other Dalek are going to be like, not with this.
I can't undo what they've done to you, but they won't do it to anyone else.
Do you trust him?
Kind of.
I know that one man can change the course of history. Right idea in the right place at the right time, that's all it takes.
He's listening.
I've got to believe it's possible.
Oh, this is gonna go awry.
You're a physician? I was training. Still am if I ever get back home.
You could be doctors together. What a partnership.
Such a shame. If only he wasn't so... You know what I mean? Oh, you have no idea how different he really is. He had this companion. Ever since then, he's been on his own. I say something or do something, and he looks at me, and I just sort of think... He's not seeing me.
He's seeing her.
He's just remembering.
That's grief.
The Doctor's with Lazo now. There's every chance that he could get him out.
There's no future for me and him. The one good thing I had in my life, and they destroyed it.
I mean, it's still Laszlo-ish.
It's all systems go.
The solar flare is imminent.
There goes the gene solution.
To everybody.
Blood.
Wow. Yo, everybody's connected to this. Ugh. Yo, I didn't even notice it.
Dalekanium!
Dalekanium.
No, the gene feed! They're overriding the gene feed!
They cannot disobey orders.
The Doctor will step away from the controls!
Oh, here we go.
You will not fire.
He is an enemy of the Daleks. And so are you.
I am your commander.
You have lost your authority. The new bodies will be 100% Dalek.
You can't do this.
Pig slaves restrain Dalek Sec.
Release me.
Who are they supposed to be obeying?
I am your master.
Oh.
Prepare to intercept.
Or me waking up on my iPhone alarm in the morning.
Escaping. Stop him.
Ugh.
We need to get to the top of the building.
And stop it.
Laszlo, what's wrong?
Oh, he's going. They said they don't last long.
You have betrayed me.
You told us to imagine. And we imagined your irrelevance.
Have Dalek Sec obey me.
Yo, the Dalek will betray.
I never thought I'd see you again.
No stopping me.
There's Dalekanium on the mast, and it's good to see you too, by the way.
Oh, come here.
Yes. Hold it.
I've got to remove the Dalekanium before the gamma radiation hits.
You have to climb outside. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's high. That's very blimey, that's high.
Don't do it.
That's the mast up there, look. There's 3 pieces of Dalekanium on the base. We've got to get them off.
I'm sorry, Martha, but you've got to fight.
Yo, can we do it? 4 minutes is not a long. It's not like it's just not long enough to do this. But we have faith in the Doctor. Oh, I hope he doesn't. The solar flare doesn't affect him. Like a lightning strike.
Find the Doctor. Kill him.
The lift's coming up.
Should have brought that gun.
I'm not going anywhere.
They're savages. They're trying to slit your throat with their bare teeth.
Oh. Oh. Yo, he's not together. You need better weaponry.
It's not looking good, Frank.
get something else.
Wait a minute. Lightning.
Conduct it somehow? Gotta conduct it. Oh! 1 down, 3 to go.
You'll be alright, sweetheart. Don't you worry.
What the hell are you two clowns doing?
The hell are
Great
Yeah.
big bolt of lightning electricity all down the building. Connect this to the lift and they get zapped.
Hammer strike imminent. 38.
Yo, Doctor, hurry up! Oh! Screwdriver gone? Okay, you have to hack at it then. There's no other way. Yo, check for a crowbar or something.
11.
Yo, what's he gonna do? He's gonna try and step into place? He wants to try and take it all to himself. Oh!
Gamma strike.
Oh! He's gonna absorb it. Oh! 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 Yo, it's frying.
The army awakes.
What if it takes part of the Doctor then? It has some Time Lord in there. Oh, they're really getting up. Oh! Yo! Oh! Oh! Yo, what are they gonna be when they get up?
They were people, and I killed them.
The Daleks killed them.
At the doctor.
Yes, what about the Doctor? Oh my god. Yo! Ah! He needs Martha right now.
Identify.
I am a Dalek.
Oh!
We will conquer the world. Take arms.
Take arms. Yo, they have weapons. Yo, it fully works. This is wild.
Doctor!
Yo, we need to shock his heart.
Oh, my head. You survived then?
So did you. Can't help noticing
They're still there.
there's Dalekanium still attached.
Not good. We got an army of Dalek humans on our front door. This is just wild. Look at that. This is oh god.
I am designated controller.
That was to be my position.
You are unfit. I will coordinate all units.
Wow, the way you rose to power.
They'll be using the sewer system, spreading the soldiers out underneath Manhattan. That gamma strike went zapping through me.
Tallulah!
That's me, 3 L's and an H.
The theatre! It's right above them, and what? It's gone midnight. Can you get us inside? Is there another lift?
We came up with the service elevator.
Allons-y!
Alonzi.
I am now ready for full-scale war.
I'm sure you are.
Connection confirmed.
Yeah.
Weapons will be primed.
Those are Dalek weapons. They shoot the laser that the Daleks have. They connected them to machine guns.
I know you got a thing for show tunes, but there's a time and a place.
Well, she has this narrative of the Doctor and it's killing me. I think the Doctor thinks he can control them because it passed through him.
If the Daleks are going to war, they'll want to find their number one enemy. Tell them where I am.
Sonic device detected. The Doctor survived. Find him.
Survived?
Take you back to Hooverville.
And I'm telling you I'm not going.
Martha, that's an order.
Who are you then?
That's
some
a
sort of
song.
Dalek?
And I'm telling you I'm not going. I know where that's from. Here we go. Wow. Ugh. Not them having him on chains. Oh.
The Doctor will stand before the Daleks.
Ugh.
You will die, Doctor.
Okay, kill.
Earth will become New Skaro.
New Skaro.
With anything just the slightest bit different, ground into the dirt. That's Dalek Sec. The cleverest Dalek ever, and look what you've done to him. Is that your new empire?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the foundation for a whole new civilization?
Call them out.
If you choose death and destruction will choose you.
Right.
we always survive.
But he can help you.
The Doctor must die.
No.
Let's give him broken record.
Exterminate!
Oh! Killed one of your own.
The only creature who might have led you out of the darkness and you destroyed him.
Classic.
You see what a Dalek really
They'll do it
is?
to you too.
Dalek humans show increased levels of serotonin.
Mm-hmm.
Dalek humans take aim.
Give the command.
They wouldn't do it.
Exterminate!
They wouldn't do it. They're a part of him too. He's a part of them.
Dalek humans will obey.
Not firing.
You will obey. Exterminate.
Why?
Oh!
But why?
You will stop this.
But why?
They're human. They
But
question.
you are not our master.
Oh!
We are not Daleks.
Oh! Yes! It passed through him.
Sorry. I got in the way of the lightning strike.
Are they new Time Lords?
Time Lord DNA got all mixed up. A little bit of freedom.
Then they must die.
Oh. Yo, they can't all go. Yo. Oh. Yo.
The Dalek humans are failures. Destruct. Destruct. Destruct.
Oh. Oh my god. It's like the high-pitched radio.
What happened?
They killed them rather than let them live. An entire species. Genocide.
Classic Dalek behavior. One more is left.
One of the Dalek Masters must still be alive.
Oh, yes. In the whole universe, just one.
Bye. Say your last words, Dalek Thane.
You will be exterminated.
Yeah. Dalek Khan, your entire species has been wiped out. And now the Cult of Skaro has been eradicated.
Bye.
Leaving only you. Right now, you're facing the only man in the universe who might show you some compassion. Khan, let me help you.
Oh god.
What do you say?
Emergency temporal shift.
Oh. Oh no. Yo. Emergency temporal shift. That's such a trump card. Like I cannot. It's like the Joker of the card deck.
What's the matter with him? He says he can't breathe.
None of the slaves survived for long. Most of them only lived for a few weeks. I held on because I had you.
Doctor, can't you do something?
Oh, Tallulah with 3 L's and an H. Just you watch me. What do I need? Oh, I don't know. How about a great big genetic laboratory?
Oh.
Oh, look, I've got one. I am not having one more day. You got that?
Not.
Tallulah, out of the way. The doctor is in.
I love when he wears a stethoscope. It makes me. I love it.
Yeah, they said yes. They'll give you a home, Laszlo. Don't imagine people ain't gonna stare. But in the end, that is what Hooverville is for.
I can't thank you enough.
Tallulah and Laszlo.
Do you reckon it's gonna work?
I don't know. New York's what this city's good at. Poor, your huddled masses, and maybe the odd pig-slave Dalek mutant hybrid too.
There's someone for everyone.
Maybe. That's the moment she's talking about. And he's not, like, totally connected.
Meant to say, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Just because that Dalek got away, I know what that means to you.
Mm-hmm.
Think you'll ever see it again.
Oh, trust.
Oh, yes.
He knows by now. He's like, trust and believe we'll be seeing him tomorrow. Dalek Khan.
One day.
Yo, I told you those cucarachas. I cannot with the Daleks. Daleks. I cannot. I said this at the beginning of the episode. If one Dalek escapes, oh my god, and they're gonna come back again. This show, you know who's really the true supporter of the Daleks, the hidden supporter of the Daleks is Russell T Davies. He's a Dalek spy. He's there, like, giving them options. He's like giving them the plot armor they need to survive and come back and haunt us all. I mean, iconic, legendary enemies, though. I mean, you gotta put some respect on their name. This was wild and intense and gripping all the way through. I just, it was quite the episode. Okay, there's so much to talk about here. This evolution of the Daleks, this two-parter, was just really, really strong. I mean, the Dalek versus the Doctor is just always a winning combination at this point, right? Like the Daleks are a legendary foe for the Doctor, and this story, they are his arch nemesis. And we've come to appreciate or to see how deadly they are, how ruthless they are, and I like that this was the evolution of the Daleks, but also the evolution of the story. We've seen the Daleks well enough times now that obviously they need to keep making this story fresh. They need to keep changing things up so that it can develop, and they have done so here. I think they really it was a really smart idea to think about evolution here, and we had to use the Cult of Skaro, who are supposed to be these forward thinkers, and the sect of the Daleks that are thinking outside the box, and it made sense that they would go down this route, especially seeing as they came to the realization that what we've been doing all this time clearly is not working, so let's look for another way. And wow, look at the humans who are always finding our way too, and they seem to still be thriving after all this time. They haven't been exterminated yet, but guess who has been exterminated? Us. And so they realize that human beings do have the secret sauce to this whole thing, and so to combine with us, and then obviously Dalek Sec and this hybrid was created. And honestly, that first scene where the Dalek, Dalek Sec was admitting, hey, I think that was a bad idea to kill that guy. I think that was a bad idea to not show mercy or to not do all these things. And you could see, I love the physical emotion of the Daleks in the background being like, did he just say that? Very just like kind of like, what? Because, and the Doctor too, he was like, yo, the Dalek have never changed their mind. The Dalek never say that they're wrong. This is just not how they behave. And so you really felt it in that moment. And it was sort of like shocking to me even, because I thought Dalek Sec would be different, but I didn't know it would be that different. Like, it was way out, talking about peace and moving on and leaving everything be. He even said, like, even though we change, like, we don't even want to take this plan. I want to go and take our own. He said, use your TARDIS and take us somewhere else. I'm like, yo, that is, and I think that, and I was wondering if the Doctor would be like trying to play them and try to, but Doctor was like, yo, if that's the plan, if we can make this happen, I am willing to do this. Because again, the Doctor is not trying to, exterminate them all. He wants to, he said he's tired of genocide. He's tired of killing the last of anything, and just, he wants to find another way. And I love that about the Doctor. And so he's extending that olive branch to them, and it was such a great synergy there with Dalek Sec. But of course, the Daleks, their greatest enemy is themselves. That's why they got destroyed. It's themselves, right? It's themselves, and their ambition never stops, just keeps on going. And I was thinking too that it's wild to me that they wouldn't put some sort of a contingency in their own plans, because they were making a hybrid, and for them who are researchers and forward thinkers, this cult, they should have thought, okay, Dalek Sec is going to combine with this human being, and obviously is going to create some hybrid that will have some human tendencies, but how do we curb our own tendency to maybe want to stop Dalek Sec, because Dalek Sec is producing or providing an idea that's against what we normally know, which is what we want in the first place, is to try something new. But as soon as something new was provided, immediately, of course, mutiny, shut down. They're gossiping at the water cooler saying, did you hear what Dalek Sec said? And, classic Dalek. And so, So of course they led to their own downfall, and yeah, I love that whole philosophical nature, or aspect to the whole thing, that the Daleks, to evolve, they can't even let themselves evolve, because if they're the most superior being, then whatever it is they're evolving to cannot be as superior, or especially when it combines with humans. You know what I mean? It has to be pure Dalek for it to be superior. So you can see that that's already going to be a plan that will not work for them. So I guess it's their own fault for trying to come up with this plan. The whole scuffle, and I like that this was set in the Empire State Building. You know, the idea of the Empire State Building probably not there, of course, but them going up, and then and Martha and the others at the top trying to, at the beginning trying to figure out the Dalekanium, and then the Doctor eventually going up there. When when he was trying to get the Dalekanium off, and then this sonic screwdriver fell off. Honestly, I would have had I was like reacted, but then as I remember, obviously, from Smith and Jones, when he lost the screwdriver. It was Smith and Jones, right? Yeah, it was Smith and Jones. And so I've seen that now happen once. I think it's once. I think that's the only time, and then he replaced it. So, because I've always been wondering what happens if the sonic screwdriver falls. I had that fear in the Age of Steel episode when they were climbing up top to Mickey's to the thing, and I was like, what if it falls? And then now, if it falls, I'm like, oh my god! But I know that he can replace it, so it's not like, or if they'll grab it anyways. But it's not like the end of the sonic screwdriver or anything. But he couldn't get it off, and then so he had to go up top and try to absorb it. And I was thinking, okay, so he's gonna pass it on somehow. He'll be in the mix, in the DNA. And that's why, yeah, the scene in the theater, they couldn't kill him. They just couldn't. And then that whole like, why? is very human, right? It's like, we're not here to follow orders. We're here to ask questions. Okay. And that's rich of you, Cult of Skaro, who are asking questions, and that's your whole thing, to be telling us not to ask questions and follow orders. Cult of Skaro. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Where like, make it make sense, because the math ain't mathin'. But yeah, it's true. It's like it's like they were not ready for that, and they dog walked Dalek Sec. Like, that's your leader. That is the leader of your cult. You're dragging him. So that's when. So it was just very. I mean, they were just making wrong moves one after the other. So it was kind of wild. But that theater scene was pretty like impressive. Just in general, the acting, the staging there, and everything was really done so well. They do such good work with the Daleks being something that literally does not have a face necessarily, like eyes and stuff like we can look at. It's just we've come to look at the Dalek as this being, but just to make something something that you could, I don't know, something you could call like a trash can or something, and say, yes, this is a fearsome foe, and to create that chill in our minds. It's really good work to be able to do that over all this time. So I commend the creators for this, because when I see that Dalek, I see trouble, I see rage, I see I see destruction and hate and all that stuff. To just tie it into that thing I'm looking at, that's not even humanoid or whatnot, or it has eyes or whatever. So that's really good work to be able to create that. But yeah, that scene, that showdown scene was pretty intense, and and I felt Doctor's pain when they eventually ended up killing the hybrids, because I'm like, are they Time Lords now somehow? They have something that we don't. You know what I mean? I was actually interested in finding out more about how they would be as people, or what they would have been able to do if they had survived that. Okay, like let's just call it what it is. Those guns that they use, that the hybrids use to take down the Daleks, I'm like, if I was there, I will grab at least 1 or 2 or 10. Like, we're putting that stuff in the TARDIS. We have one Dalek that has escaped. Like, if that can take them down, I'm grabbing onto a couple and keeping them. I don't know why the Doctor didn't grab some. Like, the joy in my heart that I felt when the Daleks got blasted off by those, like, the people, the hybrids there. It felt so good to just hear that explode like that. I was like, yes, get them. Destroy those Daleks. So I like that, and it was by their own weaponry, which was classic. And you sort of felt bad a little bit for Dalek Sec, even if it was kind of weird. But like Dalek Sec, I think it was the voice too. The voice helped make him more relatable or whatnot. And You know, if they had made that voice sound like the Dalek voice, it would have been wild. It would have been really hard to empathize. If he was saying all that, but with the Dalek voice, like imagine, I will want to bring peace to all humanity. It's like, you are not the one for this. You know, it won't work. So I'm glad they gave him like that. The voice they did, it sounded better. I'm loving, Martha, really getting into that companion role. Like, I mean, she's hitting the ground running as a companion, as a companion that's like trying to fill in the blanks when a doctor isn't there, or when he tosses out the psychic paper and she goes off and tries to do what she does. I mean, part of that too is from her doctor training, like, helping others and also thinking quickly. She's smart. The whole thing with conducting electricity in elevator, it was just so MacGyver type thing, whatever, and just great stuff, like very action movie, just figuring it out, thinking on your feet. So it's just great to see that she's there already, like in the get-go mode, and not going to sit by and just like wait for instructions. She's going to go off and be very creative with it. I love that about her. So I'm looking to see more and more of that from her. I love how she challenges the doctor. That little conversation she had with Tallulah, talking about, just really exposing the whole thing of how she feels icky about the whole thing, and how she wonders, are you looking at me or are you thinking about Rose and stuff? And she knows that he's still going through the grief of losing Rose, and there's still a wall there, of course, a wall physically, like what I'm talking about. And, he's going to be on his mind for a long time. Rose was just not any regular companion. She was someone very close to the doctor. So, she has to help him break down those walls and help him, keep on connecting like they had during Gridlock, like doing those kind of things. And I think, they did have a big hug there when she told him, yo, I figured it out. I did what I had to do. And he was like, yes, you did. The doctor loves that kind of stuff. He loves that. So he loves when you take initiative and go off and get things done. And I think he sees that part of her. That's what draws her to him, or him to her. And she just needs to keep on pushing. You got to push with the doctor. Say like, no, we're sitting down and we're talking. That's how you treat the doctor if you want to get anything out of him. So, but yeah, I really loved the dynamic this episode for sure. I mean, once again, just such stellar work from Tennant. Tennant brings it to you every episode so much that sometimes you just kind of forget that, like, or you don't even sort of, you should stop and realize how good he's really embodying this character. I mean, there's like such a, fierceness, ferociousness, like feralness to the doctor that he brings. And sometimes you expect it with the doctor, that whole like, ooh, and then going off and saying a bunch of things. But there's just a way he does it. And he really makes you feel that the pain, the frustration, all of that, all in one glance, all in one, how he emotes and how he speaks the words, and the facial expressions, the body language, everything. And that theater scene was so strong. How he stood there on the chair, standing up there, surrounded by everybody. Just think about what it is to act that scene. Really just be in there in the hall there, and to command that presence. It takes a lot. And so just such commendable work there. And the scene with him confronting Dalek Sec at the beginning with the radio, and with the other Daleks there, and just he knows how to command the scene, the presence. It really isn't easy to do that. Sometimes we forget because we just see it happening, to just like kind of have that kind of like thing and say, hey, you're speaking for like a whole race of people, or you're speaking as a protector or as somebody who has that position, but also speaking as somebody who's seen pain and who has had it with mindless killing and stuff like that. And he's like, we could have prevented this, so why didn't we prevent this? Very, very that energy, because he knows, he's been through, he's seen genocide. And so you get all of that all in one punch with him, and he's able to just really deliver that. So I just love that about Tennant's work here, and his work whenever he gets these kind of scenes, these kind of really big moments. He's really done such a great work. Like looking back, all this 2 seasons, and the Satan pit, that whole thing there, the Doomsday, just all of this work when he has those really big beats. Like you can just really put a montage of those moments, and it's such career-defining work. I really think so. The final scene there with Dalek Khan and the Doctor trying to reason with Dalek Khan and say, hey, yo, like everybody else is dead. Like you're the last one of the last ones. I can help you. Like we're just gonna forget about what just happened, and let's end this right now. Let's forge a new path. Let's start anew. I can make this work for you. And Dalek Khan is like, yo, emergency temporal shift. Which emergency temporal shift? We need to figure out what that is and where they're going, because they could literally go back in time. I guess that's what they did before. So, and how they're able to do it. But yeah, he couldn't still stomach it. Didn't say anything at that point. But I know if he was gonna say something, it would be like, I would never work with you. You're the enemy of the Daleks and all that kind of stuff. And you know what that mirrored to me? Spoiler alert, like for people who haven't watched the season 14, but it was that season 14 episode Dot and Bubble at the end of it. You know what happened there, and that evokes that to me. Just basically trying to step above, and even in spite of what just happened, you still want to reach across the aisle, and say, hey, let's I just don't want any more killing, and still it's not enough. So yeah, that was that for me, and it really shows also the doctors, like mercy and what it means to him, and how he would even work with his enemies and try to, he almost did that, rehabilitate them, even in spite of them not working with him and going against him. So yeah. Yeah, I like these moments because they make me really, really, really like remember that the doctor. Sometimes I was always saying like Tennant's doctor has these like moments where I'm like, are you kind of like, I'm a different doctor and I kill too and I do this and I don't. Sometimes may not show mercy in some cases, but these moments make you realize he's still that person, and he still is benevolent. That's what the Time Lords represented. Benevolence, kind of peace, kind of like, let's just chill. And he has that in him. That's his DNA, and yeah. Yeah, if I had known the doctor was trying to get in there and put his DNA and everybody would get it, I'm like, connect me. I would grab the thing, whatever the pole, whatever. I would get all the Time Lord. I'm like, and then the doctor's like, I'm the last time. I'm like, I'm right here. Let's test the DNA. I have some. You are not the last. Oh my God. Do you think the doctor would be mad? Yeah, he'd be like, oh God, I had this whole thing with being the last time and now I have to listen to you. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Oh my God. This is why they would never get me as a companion. I would never approve my application. Because first of all, I would not leave the TARDIS when I'm opening those doors. That's number one. Number two. And number two, I'll be grabbing the weapons that we just used to defeat the enemy that we left on the ground. The enemy escapes. We're grabbing those weapons for next episode. Number two. So I am armed with movies and TV shows and life experience and fear. And I think I will use that to survive. Thank you. All in all, this was such a fun two-parter. I did not even see the Dalek coming back this soon, to cause more destruction. I enjoyed it. I think it was really strong. I think it was some great acting. It was a trip back to the Dalek, the craziness of the Daleks, and really high stakes, and also in a different place than we normally are in New York City, in the U.S. and just all of that. And so I think it was really, really, really good stuff here. Good two-part. This is definitely up there with some of the best ones. And I think this is, apart from the season finales and stuff, like this is like a Dalek mid-season two-parter type thing. And yeah, it was strong. I enjoyed it. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.
Administer the solution. Dalek must evolve. Evolve. Evolve.